Hello everyone and welcome on this new reading on my channel. I've been away for quite some time, so I'm sorry. I sadly had some changing in my home and I couldn't have a room for my readings. And I have quite a large family, so there are always people at home. So it's hard for me to find a quiet place. And I got a new job last year. I finished the contract now, but I was so busy I didn't have time for readings, which really broke my heart. I really miss doing this. I love helping you guys finding the light, giving you the light for you to understand your life and find guidance. So I'm finally here. I really hope for 2022 one of my goals and resolutions is to at least post one pick a card reading each month. So I try my best, and please be understanding and supportive, please. So today's reading will be about 2022. It's not very original, I know, but we all have been through 2 very difficult years and we need more guidance, so the more we can get, the better, isn't it? So today's reading is about the big adventures that will happen to you in 2022. When I'm saying adventures, I'm talking about positive things such as difficult things. It's really the big things that will happen. So here are your 4 piles for today. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. I have 2 cards for pile number 4. The 2 are the same vibes, so I really needed to keep both of them. But it doesn't mean that they will have more messages, so don't choose this one just for this reason. So you can pause the video for you to choose the card that really calls to you, and you will find the timestamps down below in the description box. Let's go! Hello again, pile number 1. So here are your cards for your reading. So the card that you chose first was the Man. It doesn't necessarily designate a man in your life, or it doesn't say that you're a man or you have a masculine energy. It's just the overall energy surrounding this year for you. The Man energy is often related to action, taking action, working, making things happen, being very much in a kind of entrepreneurial, I don't remember the adjective, but yeah, an entrepreneur vibe, to be the one who goes out, stands up, work for what they want. I really got the go-getter vibe here. And actually, all of your cards kind of have this vibe of setting free, really. Sorry, there's a cat outside. I'm in the veranda right now, so I'm seeing outside, and there's a cat that is just messing around. But yeah, it's also this, like the cat. Yeah, you have this go-getter vibe, but at the same time, it's kind of playful. I'm not saying that you're messing around. It's more, and the playful term here has nothing to do with being immature. You are mature. It's more the fact that it's something that you wanted to do for such a long time, that the fact that you're finally doing it, you feel happy doing it. You're not the kind of go-getter who will be stressed and no, you will be happy every step of the way. I really sense lots of happiness, lots of freedom. I suddenly got the idea of, in Frozen when Elsa is out in the mountain, but she doesn't care about the cold because she's just so happy to be free. It's really this idea. It's really the first moment in the movie where she seems to enjoy her life, and it's really the feeling I get for you. Also with the bird and the clouds, I have really the idea that you're not just getting free, but you are opening up to new horizons. You are discovering things, and you realize that life can be much more than what you thought so far. So there is lots of nature here. I think that for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, this breaking free thing is also by going out in nature, doing something that will make you travel. I sense that some of you really love nature, like you want to, what's the name of this job? You know, people who protect forests and oceans. They're kind of a police system, but they are here to protect the environment and the planet for specific kind of place, whether it's swamps, whether it's an ocean, a lake, a protected area where there are animals, or corals, or forests. Yeah, I feel like some of you are into this. I feel here people love to go for a walk in nature. I really see people like walking in forests. I really see here people walking in forest or near a river, water streams. Some of you may even like to explore in caves, underground, things like that. I see lots of nature. I see mountains as well. So it's possible that some of you are mountain guides, for example, or that you are protecting maybe some glaciers out like up there in mountains. I feel lots of earth vibe here, but also the freedom of hair people. So it's very interesting because this reading starts with the tree, which is, it seems free here. It's blowing and all, and the tree is the number 5 here, and it is here's multiplied by 4. I really got the idea that your whole life you've been raised with the idea that if you do things on your own, it won't work, that you need support, that you need people. But in your case, it was kind of a toxic thing. I mean, it's good to trust people, it's good to have people around you helping you. But for you, I feel like people around you, especially your family, like people you were around since a very young age, made you believe that you couldn't achieve anything by yourself, that you were not good enough, that you were not strong enough, that you were not skilled enough. No matter what it was just always the same answer. No matter, they didn't even try to see if you were able to do it, if it was something you knew how to do. They would just condemn you and everything you could do. And so at some point, you were supposed to be this free tree, but with those people, they built those walls, they kept you inside, gave you some things so you feel like you're free, but it was very well locked. And at some point, you just need to jump out of this, because the tree, look, inside it's dead. People were controlling your life, totally. Even those leaves, the colors, it seems dead. And at some point, you will realize that it's not the life you want to live. And so you will just jump out of this. You will break free. You will do what you want. With this deck, every time I get this fox card, and in all the decks of Lenormand cards, there's always a fish. And to me, it's really the idea of, I don't know why, but I always get the idea that it's about making a living, getting the thing. We talked about this, a go-getter, and I really feel that at some point, there's something that you want to do, that you love, a passion of yours that you want to make a job of. And because I used the word entrepreneur earlier, I really feel there's someone, you are someone who has hopes and who is not afraid because at some point you feel like everything was hopeless, and now everything seems hopeless because you realize it. And you grew this entrepreneur and go-getter qualities inside of this garden for a long time, but you didn't tell anyone, and now you show in the world. You're becoming basically this man, and all the ideas you will make true this year by going out, they were already in your mind. That's why we have the same colors, that's why we have the same rainbow. You are someone who is very hopeful, and this really helped you in the process of believing in yourself and get it out of this situation. I also feel like you are not just some random soul. It's I really truly believe that each soul is important, but some haven't lived some things yet, and so they're still young, and so it's not that they're random, but they're just in the process of growing. But I feel like your soul in past lives lived already many things, and you will this year understand. By the end of the year, you will understand who you are better, and you will get to know yourself better, whether it's through spirituality, whether it's through the experiences that we will take. Because as I said, some of you will live, and some of you, by leaving those people, and especially if it's your family, I feel like some of you will live with nothing, like just a bag full of the most needed necessities, and that's all. And you will just travel around trying to figure out your place in the world, what you're supposed to do, what you want to do, what makes you happy, what makes you you. You will discover. It's really the word for this year for you is discover. There is freedom and discovery. These are the two key words of your 2022 year, part number 1. Some of you will just travel the world. I feel like some of you will go to China. I don't know why I have China in my mind. I see China. So maybe it's a dream of you. I feel like someone among you guys will just take a backpack. A bag? Oh gosh, I cannot find my words today, I'm sorry. But honestly, it's not very strange because I see lots of blue here. There's a throat chakra thingy here, and we're going to talk about this later. But I feel like one of you at least would just take a bag and go buy food to China. It will really be travel of self-discovery. I'm not saying every one of you need to travel and go far away to discover yourself. No, you don't need to be far from your family. You really, all this year, you need to listen to yourself. What do you need to do to be happy? If you need to take some time away from your family, do it. I'm not telling you just cut calls with them, don't talk with them anymore. No, you do what feels good for you and what you want to do. Don't be influenced by me. I'm just telling you things out there are supposed to unfold according to the cards and spirits, but it can always be different. And remember, this is a general reading, so it can always, like, some things are good for you and not others. Take what resonates. But yeah, I feel this. I feel like some of you will feel the need to dive, like scuba diving, things like that. I'm really happy for you, point number 1, because if you look at after you break free, if you look at the flora everywhere, it's just getting bigger and more like flourishing, and in the end it's just so abundant. You will grow who you are. You will feel love for yourself. You will feel pride for yourself, and not in a negative way. Pride is something that lots of people crave without knowing it. And it's okay to be proud of yourself. Recognizing your strength and your abilities is not wrong. Okay, of course there are limits in how you use this pride afterwards, but yeah, it's totally good. And so after this breaking free, you will discover yourself. You will do lots of things that you love. You will more and more try to find places where you feel good, and I feel like you will meet people in the process who will help you. But still, there is something that felt not wrong, but you feel like something needs to be treated. There's something you need to take care of, and this is your soul. This one is about No, sincerely, I'm not reading. I'm just checking. Some readings, the text is important, some it's not. And I don't feel like it's very important for now. So yeah, what you will need to take care of and to get to know better is yourself. At first, you will break free, rediscover your life and what you love and all, but after you will try to understand you yourself like deeper as an identity. Who am I? Why do I go through those things? And by discovering this, I feel like, as I said, with all of this blue, there's something with the third chakra. Here already you couldn't express yourself and you couldn't be yourself here. But I feel like you will learn how to be authentic when you're talking to yourself first. It will come later to talking to yourself, about yourself with others, and talking about yourself in the way you live, like being authentic, living an authentic life. But this will come later. I feel like it's really the natural path for you. It's not the big thing that will happen in 2022 for talking your truth with others and through your actions, but for now you are really understanding yourself, having a conversation with yourself, being honest with yourself. Maybe this thing that you want to do for all of this time before, you didn't think of it because they made you believe the snake is still in your mind telling you, no, you can do it. No, this is not a real job, no matter what you want to do. Or no, you're not capable of it. And by discussing with yourself, like introspection, you will realize that it's all that they told you. You will let go of all those limiting beliefs. And this will help you heal your broken pieces. They're still here. Trauma never totally disappears. But you will make them come back together. You will remove the ones you don't need. And you will get stronger. And after taking this look inside, you will be able to finally look outside. Discover your link with others. Discover your bound to this world. You are a starseed, more likely coming from Lemuria, which explains why you want to not just preserve the nature and the world and this planet, but you want to make it flourish even more, as we said. You want to make it back to what you remember of Lemuria, consciously and unconsciously. I feel like this is unconscious for most of you, but some of you may remember this. You know that the world is much more beautiful than it is because you've been dreaming of it so long inside here, and you know what it can be. You know what it is, but what it can be. And I think that's why you are someone who kept all of this hope, who is so hopeful. You see wonder everywhere. It reminds me of saying this, it reminds me of Santa in Rise of the Guardians, when he explains his true north center, and what it means for him to be himself. What is his purpose? And your purpose, guys, is to to make the world better for people to live in. It's saving this world, it's making it beautiful again. Mostly related to nature, but not for all of you. Well, that's Europe, yeah, that's it. The purpose. I said it. Awakening, of course, how to say, if there's something I really found out through the years, since I discovered all the spirituality that I'm into now and all the things I believe in now, is that there's always an awakening when you discover you are a starseed, or no matter what you are, but when you discover the identity of your soul, even if it's just one tiny part among many other things, it's always coming with an awakening. So I'm not very surprised to have this one here. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Totally. If you compare the person you are here, which is, I feel this will be after summer, when you will really have gone through all of this. But yet again, be careful with the time, because in readings, time is not always what it seems to be. It's always kind of strange, but because we're talking about 2022, sorry, I think this all is going to happen in 2022, but time in readings is something to be careful about, because sometimes you can do a reading for the next 6 months and what you got as a message will happen, but 2 years after, it depends. It will happen when you're ready. It will be a natural process, and don't worry, you are taken care of. I cannot talk anymore. You are taken care of along the way, so don't worry about that. Someone has your back. Someone is lifting you from the divine plane here. So yeah, you will go through this awakening, and which is like great here for you. Point number 1 is the Star Family card, because you will connect with other people, whether it's in the 3D or you will discover that maybe some of you have like psychic gifts and you can channel other people from your star family, or maybe you will recognize some people from your star family, some people you are not necessarily close to, some people that maybe you see at TV or in an interview, whatever, on YouTube, and you will realize that those people inspire you and guide you in their way through what they said. In this video, you find them in their lifestyle, and you will be inspired by those people. And no matter if you have a direct communication or not at all, it will make you go further in your path and research of yourself. You're part of a team of souls calling support. The support will come to you, yeah, and the guidance too. And yeah, if you need help, don't hesitate to ask. Channeling or talking to your spirit guides. Surrender to sweetness. I feel some of you will fall in love in the end of this year. Like, I keep on hearing October, so it can be toward October to December. I really feel that it's the end of year. Yet again, there are lots of spirits talk with lots of images, so maybe you will just fall in love with your new life and who you became. Because if you look who you were here before you broke free and here, it's totally 2 different people, and you can be proud of all this path you took. In the end of the year, I think you will be proud of yourself, and you could see how strong, how capable, and how great you are, and you will realize that you were always more than enough. Enough is not a word that was created to describe people. It's not made for that. So yeah, and you will fall in love with your life. You will fall in love with everything. So for some of you, it's about falling in love with someone else, but it can be like larger than this. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So yeah, we still have the idea of life and loving life here. So this is all for you, pile number 1. I really hope that this reading helped you, and I really hope that you can break free and soon be out of all this situation that is weighing you down. But I feel spirits around you, and they are very supportive of you, so you need to trust. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. See you next time. Bye bye, and don't forget to subscribe and like and comment if you like this video. Bye. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome on your reading. So here are your cards about your adventures of 2022. So the card that you chose first was the Rider. With this card, I really have a feeling of peacefulness. There's a big peaceful vibe here, and at the same time I feel this not just desire, but this uncontrollable need to always speed up, to always rush a certain direction. And I feel like you will get peace in 2022. The word peace seems to be like something you will also hear a lot in 2022. Maybe for some of you, you already hear it like a synchronicity. It's always coming back. You always hear it, read it, say it when you try to say another word and you don't know why. You say peace and you're like, why did I do that? Or you want to write pace, for example, and you write peace instead, and you're like, why did I write that? I feel like it's something that is really big. The word peace is everywhere in your life. Oh, you have 3 times this rainbow here. I see different people here. Once again, this reading is to help you see what might need your attention in your life, but what you decide to do is totally up to you. And if what I'm talking about feels wrong to you, don't forget that this is a general reading, so it might not be for you. I'm saying this because there are a few different stories that I see here. I see some people will find a house, a nest, a place to feel home finally after searching for a long time in 2022. And you will be happy, fulfilled, you will be at peace. It was a long time goal, a long time dream, and you finally made it. But I also feel some people who try to protect their home and family from something from outside, whether it's a rumor, whether it's a cheating husband or wife. You're trying to protect it, to make it like go through it all, and it's very hard for you because all the elements seems to be against you, and you try to keep this at peace in this protective bubble, but it's hard and it's taking all of your energy, and you don't realize that things need your attention, and if you don't take care of them, they can make things worse. I feel like some of you also may be divorcing at the moment, and you're trying to protect your children so much, for example, and spend time with them so much that you don't take care of administrative papers and things that might get you in trouble. I feel like some people need to be careful about the paperwork here. You're trying to protect your heart. You're trying to keep the love. So this is especially for the ones who have been dumped on. And the cross here is not necessarily for people who believe in God or have a faith, but it's also about following the vision that seems right to you, and what seems right and important to you is protecting your home and the people you like. I'm not this kind of people who think that only girls are into spiritual things. And when I'm saying girls, I'm talking about the people who identify as a she, her. I'm not talking about what kind of body you have or what your identity card says, because they are not always right. We know that. But I feel like I'm not the one who in a reading will always say you and talk about you as a she, her. I think it's super stupid to assume that only women and girls do that, check that, and believe in that. But I feel lots of feminine energy, a very strong divine feminine energy. Yeah, your soul seems to be elevated already. I feel like you've been through some kind of illumination, spiritual illumination in your past lives. So you are very wise in this life, even if you didn't take any spiritual path yet. And here the faith you have is really what you believe in. It's not what you believe in as what's your ideas, what is the thing that you want to protect, what things are important to you, much more than a faith, like a spiritual religious faith. You're really trying to protect something. So no matter if one of the stories I said before or none of them talk to you, because again it's a general reading, so sorry, I cannot see everyone's situation. But you are a fighter. You believe in your vision. You will do everything to go and follow what you believe in and protect what you love. But be careful, because in this being in this state of mind will make you blind to things that require your attention, and you can get in trouble. So really, you need to see the big picture. You're so focused on what you want to achieve, where you want to get, that you don't realize that some things may turn bad. I was about to say may turn bad in your back. That's why it just mixed everything. And the warrior woman, I'd say, I feel the energy of all the cards here, but this one stands out so powerfully. It's like the energy of this card is shining on all the others around. If you were not afraid, what would you do? Okay, so I feel like some of you are building this shield of protection here also to protect yourself from the truth, from what hurts you, what hurts you, that's it. Gosh, how come I didn't see it before? And we have this idea again, how this girl is hiding. You are hiding things from yourself. Here you're so protective of yourself and your vision that you tend to blind yourself from yourself. I feel like some of you suffer from trauma. I feel like a minority of you have a trauma, whether it's related to your family, your childhood, or even related to your husband, or the idea of an husband, I would say. The husband of someone else who did something to you when you were a child that was so traumatic. I'm not necessarily talking about any kind of assault. It can be the way you've been talked to, the things you were made believe in. But some people created a trauma in you that was so huge that you erased those memories. And I feel like some of you will need to go to therapy. I'm not saying that necessarily in 2022 you will go to therapy, but I feel like you need it. Especially things such as hypnosis can help you find memories that you are digging, that are buried very, very deep inside of you. But there's there's freedom to be found behind, with all the clouds, the flowers, and yet again we have the cross here. You don't have to protect your visions all the time. They will unfold without you being always alert and thoughtful about it. And there's hope. As I'm talking to you, I'm in my veranda right now, and I'm looking at the horizon all around, and the sky is turning like a rainbow, and the light is coming from between the tree, and yeah, there's hope. I really see hope in this, and it's not an accident that this happens when I'm doing your reading. And you have lots of colors here. Okay, we have lots of pink. Pink is related to the hurt again. What I'm hearing from your spirit guides here is that you should not feel ashamed of what you're doing now. Okay, since the beginning I'm telling you that the things you do may bring bad things to you, but I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm not blaming you at all. You are just trying to protect your hurt, and this is what your spirit guides want you to know. You are protecting your hurt. You shouldn't feel shame or feel bad about it. But instead of protecting, you need to liberate it. Because protecting it will leave you in this stress and this need to always chase for something else to occupy your mind. But if you stop the horse, you look back and you realize nothing is behind you trying to hurt you. And you realize that you just need to listen to what's inside of you. That's how you will get the peace. And this is what you will live. And this is exactly what this card is about. This is a card I got a lot. Less now, but a few years ago I used to get it in every reading. And it took me time to understand it. So maybe it will be the same for you. But the ever unfolding rose shows how we are always growing, getting better. And it's just another chapter of your life. What you are supposed to do and doing this growth. And I feel like being afraid of what you are hiding from yourself. This is what prevents you from feeling peace, but also what prevents you from living a life that you love. Because maybe if this trauma is related to things you were told, you believe in them, and that prevents you from doing things that you love to do. So cracked open, open your hurt. You don't have to show it to everyone, just you and maybe a therapist, and that's all. But yet again, choose a therapist that you trust and feel comfortable talking to. Don't hesitate to change therapist if you need to. You need to search for comfort and peace this year in 2022. These are the two keywords for you in 2022. Comfort and peace. It's happening for you, not to you. Yeah. If in your life things happen that force you at some point to see a therapist and you don't want to go, it's normal. You are scared, and it's normal to feel scared, to face things that hurt you. But if the universe keeps putting you in situations that will push you to this direction, it's because you need this. You need this for you to get better, for you to heal, for you to move on. Get grounded. Okay. Okay, most of the time when I get this card or when I feel like people need to be grounded, I tell them go in nature because it helps a lot. But for you, I feel like you need something deeper than that. And I feel like meditation, maybe even yoga for some of you, can help you. Yeah, you need to have time alone with yourself, and you need to learn how to turn off the noise in your mind. This is the first step, and after you will learn to dig into yourself, but learn how to turn off the noise. So do meditation. Getting grounded can also happen by balancing your chakras regularly. as regularly as you feel the need to, but honestly, every day is good. Personally, when I can follow this routine, I do it twice a day. But yeah, again, do it when you can. We all have daily obligations. But doing it at least once a week, or when you're in the shower. Just do it when you're in the shower, in your bath. It takes 10 minutes. Like, literally 10 minutes. I'm someone who is obsessed with time, so I'm always checking how long takes everything I do. And yeah, it takes 10 minutes. So just take 10 minutes when you wash yourself to just sit down, empty your mind, don't think about anything, or at least don't let yourself be just let your thought pass like clouds in the sky. Don't react to them. Don't let them make you feel anything. Just, it's there. There's no obligation and no need for you to stop and care for them. Just let those thoughts pass. Just ignore them and make peace with yourself. Make silence. You hear that? That's what you're supposed to hear in your and that's what you will hear in yourself when you try to let go in a year from now. You are an empath and you are highly sensitive. Honestly, this is true. I feel like most of you, honestly, will feel attacked by what I'm saying because you're so empathetic, but also so sensitive that you feel like I'm blaming you or accusing you of something. And once again, I want to tell you, I am not. I'm just pointing out the little triggers here and there so you see that something needs healing here. But I am human, and just like you have mistakes, and just like you, sometimes I lie to myself. That's not important. What's important is to take the good decision to make yourself feel better and move on. Okay, when I pulled the cards, I just put the cards like this. I didn't read what was written on it. It's a deck I use a lot, so it's strange that I didn't realize as soon as I saw the pictures. But yeah, we have the empath and sensitive, and here we have the empathetic starseed. So once again, this is just an emphase of this one, showing how sensitive you are, absorbing what's not yours. Yeah, energetic sovereignty. Honestly, Reiki or things like this can help you. It doesn't replace any kind of health professional care, but it can help here and there. But once again, I feel like some of you may get, if you do that, you can become kind of addicted to it. So be careful. I feel like you have the tendency to fall into addictions. So yeah. And yeah, go the other part of the mirror. You are underwater now. You try to shut what you should listen to, but all you focus on is what's above and not what's inside of you. When you put your head in water, what's wrong with I think it's because you have a hard time talking to yourself, and so I have a hard time talking to you. I really pick up your energy. I feel like some of you are about to cry right now because I feel like crying suddenly. But yeah, you focus on what's threatening on the surface instead of, like, for divers when they go in water, they concentrate on the peace inside of you, inside of them, to calm their breathing down so they can stay longer underwater. But for you, you don't even listen to the silence inside. You're just so preoccupied by what's on the surface. So yeah, this one is an emphasis on facing yourself, listening to the silence, and on how sensitive you are, and that's why you need help, because some subjects are so triggering for you that if you're not with someone who will take your hand and help you, it will be hard, and it will eventually you can do it, but it will take so much time that you could spend after moving on and feeling peace, and you need the peace. And yeah, with the position of the heads here, I really have the idea of someone looking inside of themselves. Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Yeah, this is not what you are supposed to live. And I'm sure that if you sit down and you write down your dream life, it's not what you're living. And I'm not talking about the house you have, the job you have, the kind of dog you have when you just wanted a cat but the kids wanted a dog. It's more about who are you, what kind of person are you. Again, we have the center here, the heart. Yourself. What kind of person do you want to become? You want to be someone at peace, and what would this person at peace would do for this person hurt? Who you are now? What would this future self of yours would do for the one you are now? They would take them to people who will know how to help them. They will take them to peace, to this, whatever it is that makes them feel better, and they will make them heal. Loosen your grip. Yeah, don't be so stressed. Let go of the protection. You are not protecting, you are just keeping. You don't realize that because it's inside of you, no matter how much you protect yourself from others, from the outside world, from outside events, this will follow you because the pain is inside. It's inside of you. And yet again, it's not your fault. You didn't bring the pain into this protective shield. But you need to take care of it. You need to put the shield down and look at the pain in the eyes. It hurts, but it doesn't last. And this you need to remember. So yeah, coping mechanisms. Totally. Addiction, here it is. Let God in. Yeah, totally. The faith you are protecting about, this faith you are following about protecting yourself, it's not the right one, but having the faith that you can break free. And I think it's something common to all people believe in God or in some kind of thing. We're all hopeful for this freedom at some point, for this acceptance, for this love. And God or whatever knows that if you want it, you need to accept that you deserve it. So yeah, but little by little, colors are all coming back into your life. So this year will be really a year of getting peace, of getting healed. I cannot guarantee you that it will be all over for all of you by the end of 2022, but you will be off the path to it, realizing that it needs to be taken care of. I don't know how to say this. Taken care or taken cared. Needs to be taken care of, I guess. Anyway, you understood what I meant. And taking the first step is off of the work. So you will do it. You can do it. You're amazing, and I'm already proud of how far you come, because you may think that you're a failure because you've been hiding all this time. But what I see is someone who's been strong all of this time, keeping it all inside when it wasn't for you to carry. So you are never wrong. You are not bad. You are not culprit. You did what was the best for you at the moment, or at least what you believe to be. And it's okay, accept it, because there's nothing wrong with it, and accept the peace too, because you deserve it too. So this is all for you, pile number 2. I really hope that this helped you. And yeah, I feel like a lot of you will leave this reading crying. I want to cry right now so bad. But you can do it. I totally believe in you. So yeah, don't hesitate to leave a comment if you need support. Don't hesitate to put a thumb up and to subscribe if you like this video. If you put a thumb down, which I hope you won't, but yeah, don't hesitate to tell me what you didn't like. And yeah, I really hope that this helped you. I really believe in you, and you can do it, and don't lose faith. So yeah, bye number 2. Have a nice end of day. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome on your reading. So as you can see, the light changed a bit because I started this reading in the middle of the afternoon, and the sun is coming down, so I had to turn the light on. I hope that this is not a problem and that you can still see the cards very well. So here are your cards for your adventures, about your adventures in 2022 by 3. So the card that you chose was the Sun. Which is funny because we are talking about just talked about the weather and all, and I didn't realize. Another funny thing is that you have all of these rainbows, and I can't show you right now, but the sky is rainbow. It has a rainbow radiation on the horizon line. It's very beautiful. I feel lots of hope, lots of happiness, lots of renewal as well for you. You're gonna shine. Not necessarily you, but your life. Your life is gonna shine. Not in the way that it's gonna shine in the eyes of others, but I feel like you already know what kind of life you want to live. And you are getting so much closer that you even start to have this life by the end of the year. So this was your reading. I really feel like, compared to the others, I'd say that for pile 1 and pile 2, this card rose much more questions that I gave answers about the year in the beginning of the reading. For you, I kind of know the feeling is so positive here. I feel that you have a warm and light heart now, which feels good because the piles before, especially pile 2, was very a very heavy and emotional energy, and yours is yeah, it's good breathing your hair, pile number 3. So let's start with the first card, the house card. Okay, which is the funny thing here is that I got this card, this card, this card, this card, and this card for the 2 previous in one of the 2 previous piles. This was the first one for pile number 2. This was the third one for pile number 1, and this was the card here for pile number 2. So yeah, it's funny, but it feels good. But your energy is completely different. I don't feel like you felt called to watch number 1 or 2 as well as this one, and your life are very different. Your 2022 is very different. So yeah, I'm not saying you watch those readings because I don't feel like they are for you. Usually you hear the opposite, like maybe this one is for you, but I'm telling you, I don't think it's for you. So yeah, here with the house, I feel like your life is not necessarily all pink, all great, all like Care Bears and unicorns, and you are going through difficulties. I feel more sadness than difficulties here. Maybe you lost someone, maybe you just broke up, maybe yeah, I feel like something happened to you and you hope for better, and you are kind of losing hope because you believe that this was for you and this was what you deserved, and this was the beginning of your dream life unfolding in front of your eyes, and you realized it wasn't. But you keep, to me, this is like, a kaleidoscope. You keep in mind what you want, and this is what you want, the perfect life. Here we have a house, but it's not necessarily about the fact that you want to live in a house. Maybe you don't care about houses. Maybe you want to travel the world just with one bag and working in all countries, or maybe you are more into living a van life, or maybe your dream is about making a family, or getting this dream job that you always wanted to have, or publish a book. I don't know why I keep on hearing publication. So I feel like some of you want to write and to be published and to be read. So yeah, it's not necessarily about what we see on this card specifically, but you keep in mind what you dream of. But now it feels like everything is postponed, and it's part of sad things that just happened to you, but also because you're kind of losing hope at the moment. The sun is not awakened yet here, but it's coming. I feel like a news. The letter is really giving me the idea of a news. Whether a messenger, someone, or a message, something you will, like, whether it's an information you will be given as the form of a message, whether it's something you will read or hear, something that will make your hopes come back to life, or whether it's an opportunity that will come to your life. I really feel like, and this is kind of crazy, this is like the Christmas movie miracle, but I feel like you will be in this despair, sadness, not believing anymore in your dream life, postponing everything. I don't know, maybe you tried to make your own business and it didn't work, and so now you found another job that you don't like, but you need to pay the bills and you need to feed the kids, and you're doing this and you're not happy, and everything seems to be postponed, and you're like, I don't even know if I will have the opportunity to do it. And bam, someone calls you and be like, I heard you like this, I want to work with you, what about this? Like, I really feel like out of nowhere someone or something will happen, and this will open a new door, and all of your hopes will come back. And we have the sun here. Okay, it's a star, but to me it looks like a sun much more than the star. Let me check. Well, you have the same number of pointy, I mean, this one's still pointy, but straight rays of sun here. That lets a reference to things shining, because here you have even the little stars in the details. You have stars, of course, around here. You have stars again. You have the stars here too. This one is shining, and there are stars too. Here you have stars looking like stars, and neons, stars looking like stars, neons looking like stars, and here you become a star. So yeah, you will shine. It's not just your life. I was feeling it more for your life, because it will shine more to you. When you think about your life, you will feel so happy, so fulfilled. But in fact, some of you are meant to shine as well. And yeah, you will just take this opportunity and jump in. I'm not an animal that is supposed to be swimming. I don't care. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna do all it needs, but you run to this dream. I really feel like you run to this dream, and your vision is now narrowed to this vision. and it will come back. So yeah, there is this hard and dark night, but light will come out of nowhere, and it will be the beginning of everything again, and everything will happen. And funnily, for the other decks, it was just a linear story, but here we have this idea again. You are here, you have this narrow vision. This, to me, these are representing exactly the same when you look at the illustrations. Share your voice. Whoo! Some of you want to be singers. I saw like singer in capital letter, and I saw I saw neon letters, like light letters, kind of like this, on the concert hall. Like, yeah, like I don't see a specific name, but I see letters. So I feel like some of you want to be on stage, whether it's to be singers, because I see singers, but I feel like some of you are also comedians. Like I have the Broadway vibe here as well. I feel like some of you are interested in musicals too. Some of you can be actors, but I really have the idea of being on a stage, not in front of a camera. I mean, you can be on a stage in front of a camera, but it's more of the theater vibe, like this kind of old theaters. I got this feeling, if you are French, or if you're interested in doing a career in France, the letters I saw are the ones appearing on the concert hall of l'Olympia. So if it's a dream of you to perform there, maybe you will. Sorry, I was nostalgic. I thought years ago I saw them changing the letters when I was there, and it was kind of impressive. Actually, it's a place that, just like you, went through down times, but it came again. This concert hall burned maybe 90, 80 years ago. There were a big fire, and for a few weeks, lots of artists performed for free there, and all the money they got from the tickets, they used it to rebuild this place. And somehow I see this as another part of you, like a phoenix. You feel like you burnt all of your matches, and you don't have hope, and someone comes and try this last one that I just found on the floor, and bam, everything, it lights the whole universe. It's really the idea here, and it makes you shine, it makes people see you. This idea of shining is different for everyone here, but yeah, it can be you seeing your life as something that shines because it's everything you ever wanted, like a treasure, you treasure it. Some may be shining on like a light on other people, inspiring them, being on stage, being someone who talks about the story to someone who do public speeches, someone who go to make conferences. And we have lots of blue here. So yeah, today about expression. That's the idea of expression. So yeah, share your voice, whatever it is, whatever is what you want to do and who you are. All of you share in common this need and desire to share your voice, and you need to not lose hope, because it's gonna, I feel like this will be the adventure of a life, a big thing. So it's not gonna, you will not get everything you desire in 2022, but it will start so well. And I see success, fame, and money. I'm not saying all of you watching this would get 3 of them, but fame definitely for a lot of you, lots of money for all of you, I'd say, and success definitely for every one of you. Success lies ahead, I can tell you. Persecution, yeah, in the past it was difficult and you felt oppressed and you need this expression and you need to come out of the cave. Basically, this card is telling you when the opportunity comes, don't let it go. Like, dive in. It will bring you to this beautiful place. Fill up your well, retreat, rest, refuel. Yeah, don't forget to take care of yourself. I feel like it's gonna, like, one day you just in your PJ at home, like eating a full bottle of Nutella, what I shouldn't name, of chocolate flavored thing, a paste, and in front of your TV watching a depressing movie and be like, I failed everything. And suddenly someone knocks at your door and this is your big opportunity. It starts tomorrow, and suddenly you will have all the emotions, all the things happening, and it can be so overwhelming that at some point you can lose yourself in this kind of situation. So yeah, don't forget to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. How would you take care of the person you love the most on earth if it's hard for you to take care of yourself? Write everything down, like how you would treat this person, whether they exist or whether they're not yet in your life, but how would you treat the person that is the most important for you? Write everything down and do this to yourself. Warrior woman. Okay, you are not necessarily a woman yet again. I want to clarify, this is warrior person, warrior soul, I'd say. Even if you were not afraid, what would you do? So yeah, to me it's the continuation of this idea. Don't, at some point it will be hard to accept this opportunity because it seems crazy, and maybe at first you wouldn't trust a person. For example, let's say your dream is to be a model and you tried and no one wanted you in their agency, and suddenly someone in the street stops you and gives you the business card and be like, hey, I want you to work with me. I think you will look good on picture. I'm looking for a face or body shape like yours for my products. Someone who has your vibe for my products, and you'll be like, maybe it's a scam, I shouldn't go. Just try. Even if you need to go with a friend or your brother who has big muscles to protect you. But yeah, just try. Try, because you need to believe in it, and you need to believe that you deserve it, because you do. You do. So don't be afraid. But this card is also after you did accept this and everything is happening, when you have more opportunities, or when things are going too quickly for you, when things are too fast, you can just talk to people around you like, can we just take more time? I need more time. Don't be scared to adapt this life to you, because it's your life. So don't be scared to make the changes for you to feel good in it too. Don't be scared of losing it. If you got it, it's because you deserve it. And if it changes at some point, it's because it's supposed to be something that is more for you. Okay, when I picked your cards, pile number 3, I was very, very amazed by one thing, that all of the cards are kind of plain, and suddenly you have all this explosion, like it's the final triumph. It's exploding here. It's like, wow, it's like in the end of a fireworks show, and in the end you have everything exploding from everywhere and all the colors, and it lights the night sky. It's really the idea here, and I really love it for you. Baby steps. Yeah, accept that you are discovering this new life, you are discovering this new way of life, this new profession maybe, or whatever it is. So accept that you can make mistakes. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Yes, when you don't know what to do, follow your heart and intuition. It's always how you are yourself, and the universe is speaking to you, guiding you this way. So when you don't know, listen to that little voice inside of you. You know, that little voice like all Disney movies are about. Listen to it. Child of the cosmos. Yeah, you are. Okay, in this reading I felt it, but I was like, I don't feel it's really necessary to say it for now. So I was trying to see if later it would come up more. But yeah, you are definitely living all of this because it's your life purpose, and you're supposed to bring hope and to share your story and to inspire people. I really feel the word inspire. You are here to shine and inspire, totally. It's like your life purpose keywords, not just your 2022 keywords. And you will find yourself and this purpose in 2022, whether you understand what it is yet or not. You will start to live it. And so, yeah, people who have big life purpose like this, having an impact on people, on the planet, or on things that are bigger than them, there are always souls that have lived long. So you are no souls, like 100%. You are protected, and you are supported, and you are guided. Everyone is, but the bigger, the more important is your life purpose, the more closely you are looked after and protected and guided. And yeah, totally. And you feel the universe in you, and that's why you are told to not just follow your intuition, but listen to it. This little voice, in fact, is the voice that you want to share, not just your own as a 3D person. And maybe at some point, sharing your story and your truth and speaking up will be a way for you to guide people too, just like I'm doing with you now. So you are definitely a child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you, yeah. Where do you think this voice comes from? It's not a spirit, it's not the universe, it's the universal knowledge that you got through the years. It's like you're channeling the knowledge that is in the Akashic records, this kind of big library in the 5D where all the informations lie. Like, for example, when you face a problem in life and you're like, I don't know, let's say there's a job you hate and you don't feel good, and you're like, I need money, but in fact you have some money and you can just look for another job, and in the meantime you have some money, but you're too scared to do anything. There's always this little voice inside of yourself that you want to listen to. It tells you what you need now is to get better. So, for example, in this situation, it can tell you, let go of the job and feel better and find something for yourself. You have enough money to have 6 months without working, or maybe you can get some money to help you from the government. So there are solutions here and there, and your own voice will be like, I'm too scared, I'm just continue with this job I hate. And this inner voice knows exactly what is for you. This is the voice of your soul. This is this tiny voice, and this is what guides you and will come to start to guide you from 2022. This is such a beautiful reading. I told you, 100% a Christmas movie miracle. I love your life, guys. It's so beautiful. Like, you need to write a movie or to make a musical, as we were talking about. With such a beautiful life, you just need to share it for people to believe in the magic of the world. Do not tell you I'm a witch and things like that, but in the magic of the world, more in the sense that everything can happen, and hope is never a wrong choice. This kind of thing. This is really the kind of thing you will share and teach people. And now that I guided you, I cannot help for you to become this person you are supposed to be, for you to to guide me back. Wow, I really feel like you will be so inspiring, and I feel like you will inspire me in the future. So thank you in advance for the people you will inspire. And yeah, this is all for you, find number 3. I really hope that this helps you, and this will help you to go to this direction in your life. And even if you don't accept this opportunity, it's your destiny. So God, the universe, or whatever you believe in, always finds a way for your destiny to unfold. You don't lose your destiny. You cannot. It's not possible. So yeah, don't lose hope. Hope is your motive. And I believe in you, and I hope you can believe in yourself soon and see all of this unfold in front of your eyes. So yeah, this is all for you, point number 3. I wish you a happy end of day. Don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and even comment if you like this video. And I hope to see you later again. Bye! Hello, point number 4, welcome to your reading. So as you can see, the light changed a bit since the introductions because I started this reading pretty late and we are in winter, so it's nighttime now. We went from afternoon to evening the time I did the previous one. So the 2 cards that you chose from are these 2. So as you can see, they have a similar vibe. It's really the idea of I feel that you are people who have lots of energy and always moving. Like your cards, I needed to stop shuffling in the middle to put them back together a few times while shuffling the cards because they were just like turning in the deck while I was doing it or falling like backward inside of the deck. It was crazy. But at the same time, at first your cards didn't want to come out, and suddenly I got a lot. You have much more cards than the others, which is not very surprising because you already had 2 cards here. What I love here is that Spirits wanted me to concentrate on the fact of movement, not just the water or the air, but movement in general, which is totally the kind of person that you are from what I feel. My eyes are strangely, even if they are not a lot, drawn to all the gold color in your cards are really calling to me. So it's possible that you're a golden child. If this is possible, it's more likely that you're in your 20s, early 20s. You're younger than me. But yeah, I feel lots of gold here. Golden children are not the kind of starseed that I know the best. I'm much more knowledge about starseeds that are older than this, so I don't want to tell you anything that might be a mistake because I don't know them well. So don't hesitate if you feel called to it, of course. If you feel like it might be true for you to check out about these starseeds, like type golden, I think it's the word golden that they use the most, golden child starseeds, and look at the traits and see if it's you. Which is funny because I didn't realize, but all of my decorations is gold. And actually I made this fall and I put it back, and so the letters are shining, and they were not shining for the other decks readings in the other videos. So already this is a thing. Here we have this golden candle container, and I don't know if you can really see it, but kind of make it shine a bit. Here I used gold. Here it is. I used gold ink. I cannot find my words today. So yeah, I cannot find my words today. We have gold here in the back too. And it's the card that just fell down. It was here, yeah, 3. Which is funny is that we have the 3 and we have 12 that reduces to 3. 3 is the number of harmony, is the balance between, it's the balance between body, heart, and soul. But it can be also the balance about, it's balance in general and harmony. Also with the birds here, I feel a love story. So I wasn't surprised that the reading started with a bouquet and a ring. Because I was like, ooh, there's some people are having a good life here. Some people are enjoying, some people are in love, so much enamored. I also feel like some of you can be on a honeymoon or coming back from a honeymoon, or soon will be on a honeymoon. I just realized there's a ring here, golden ring. God, guys. If you're not married by the end of the year, I don't understand. But yeah, but much more bad out there. Much more than getting married, it's the idea of commitment. I feel like you will find the person that is meant for you. If you're in a twin flame relationship, it's more likely that you will find this person and that you will commit to each other. Not necessarily get married, but commit to each other, whether you decide to be in a love relationship or not. What I also feel here is wait, I lost what I was what I was about to say. What I also feel here is that no matter if it's a twin flame or not, this person is the person meant for you in this lifetime. Often when I'm talking about things like that, I feel like it can be situations too, but for you I really feel like it's a person. It's about a person. But it's about also you and your personality, who you're becoming with this person. It's about both of your evolutions as people. So yeah, there are lots of adventures. And honestly, we have the wave here, but I don't feel like it's a threat, but more something that will help you pursue forward on your trip. So it's also possible that some of you will meet this person like in the airport or taking a plane, or if you go on a trip by boat. I don't know how to call it again. Anyway, you understood. So yeah, as I started to say, there's really this idea of commitment, this idea of finding the one, and also this idea of being honest with this person, of being yourself, of being open-minded with this white all around here. I feel that you both have a pure heart when it comes to each other, when it comes to communicate, when it comes to exchange and show yourself to each other. You are both very genuine people, and you're ready to commit and to create something together. I feel like whoever this person is, whether it's a twin flame or not, it's a soulmate. It's someone you will learn from, someone who will learn from you, and together you're supposed to make some things, to live a kind of life mission that will be important. I don't know yet what it is. Maybe I can sense it in the future cards. But yeah, love, harmony, and evolution and commitment. There are so many keywords for you in 2022. I feel like so many big things will happen, and right now you'll be like reading and listening to this reading, you will be like, she's crazy. Not as many people can happen in one things. We're missing people because I say it's about people. But yeah, you will be like, she's crazy. It's not possible. There's so many things happen in a year, but you know why I know? Because those days I feel the need to do readings for me almost every day, and almost every day, every week, and every week I get a card telling me revelation, channeling, and every time I'm like, those don't happen often. It's just an image for something else, and I got lots of revelations and channeled so many things, like life-changing things in the week after doing those readings. And I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't doubt the universe, and maybe you shouldn't doubt me. We'll see who will laugh in the end, but yeah. And bound. Yeah, so right now you're in a situation that is not easy. I don't feel like it's something like you are unhappy every day, but there's something that are still in your life that you didn't take care of because they were not that important and of a big impact in your life, but you keep them. And this, the spirits are telling me that these things are preventing you from going further in your life, from going to this evolution. What you need now is not to change yourself or change your life drastically like it happened for the Paris before, but here you need to let go. You need to sit down and tidy your things mentally in the different aspects of your life to find this harmony we talked about with the 3-3, and to really to really, I can't find my words, to really clean everything, take all this trash out and release, let go, and be free. All those little things don't seem much because they are not big things in your life, but it's still a big burden that is weighing you down. So you need to take care of it, and you need to remove those things, and that's how you will come to I feel like you already had one, at least maybe several awakenings. People think that one day, bam, you have an awakening and it's over and you don't need anything. Awakenings, it's gradual. It's like you go to school and you need to pass another year and another year and another year. But it's never ending because we are always evolving, and the universe is evolving because it's infinite. So we infinitely evolve. Evaluate. I gotta find my words today. I'm very sorry. I don't know. I think I have a third chakra issue for personally. Maybe it's still the energies of the ones before, or maybe you have this energy, but I don't feel much call to the blue spots here that represent the third chakra. So maybe because when I try to show you this, because I mean this for the chakras, I'm a chakra and rainbow lover, that's why I bought those decks, obviously, but it was stuck, remember, when I tried to show you. So maybe there's something, we will see later if it comes out. But yeah, you need to know that there are not just one awakening, and there are many different kind of awakenings. I don't know which one you've been through, but there's an energetic rise of our vibration for you this year, and this one will help you elevate yourself so you will be able to connect with people. I feel like it's more of a 3D for you, but it can be in the 5D, like maybe doing more Akashic records, hypnosis or things like that. But I feel like it's more in the 3D still. I feel, yeah, for you it can be in the 5D, but like astral travel, but I feel more 3D vibe here for this one. Double mission channeling. Whoo! So yeah, there are people who will be in the 5D, obviously. God, I'm always writing channeling with 2L, and I just realized that. Anyway, that is the universe hitting my head like, what did we teach you? Uplifting humanity. Yeah, when soulmates come together, it's always for a greater purpose, and often, not always, but often, it's related to other people, to humanity as a whole. And we have the Age of Light, which shows that you're an important soul, and it's my belief. I don't know if you agree or not. Don't hesitate to tell me what you think of it, because I never read other people or heard other people talking about this, so maybe I like to hear more points of view. But it's my belief that only souls that already grew a lot, so mainly all souls, only come together with a soulmate for a life purpose sake, or for a life mission. But maybe that's not the case. I don't know. Trigger me, challenge me, and tell me what you think. But yeah, when I shuffled those cards, I channeled that someone I know. This reading was for someone I know, and I realized earlier today that this person, even they are not in the same spirituality as me, have lots of references to the Pleiades, because it's someone who makes art and I feel like you may be from the Pleiades too, or be connected to them. And so here I'm more attracted to the idea of the age. It's really a time of changes, and you've been trained for this. So yeah, pay attention to the signs, because at some point you will need to. Your destiny is bigger, and something will happen, whether you are conscious of it or not, that will change things and people around you. You will guide them. I feel like your life purpose is to guide people with this person, this other bird, and maybe even this other Pleiades starseed, and maybe Golden Child starseed. Maybe one of you is a Pleiades starseed and the other one is Golden Child starseed, or one of you is both and the other one is one. But yeah, there's something, because Golden Child are kind of young souls. Maybe you can be a rainbow too, because rainbows are good with people. But it's not. I feel like there are lots of people here. There are young souls, there are old souls, there are. One of my soulmates in this life that I channel a lot actually is a young soul, is an old soul, sorry, who is a golden child. So I think we still have a lot to learn about old and young souls and what they can do or not do, or maybe they are not even different at all. So yeah, here we have this again, but also we have the idea of protecting yourself to get there, to get to this destiny, to this person, to this commitment. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Yeah, so you will have this awakening, and you will have to clean this mess and to realize who you are before you meet this person. And once you protect yourself, you go through this hardship, then it will happen. So we have empathic starseed. Totally. You're a starseed, totally empathic. I didn't see it come, but apparently you are. So it's clearer in this way. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Yeah, it's still with the idea of removing those things. It's possible that those things that you need to remove are not from you, but because you're an empath, these are energies that you picked from other people. So I think that you need to cleanse your energy, to work on your energy. It's something that you can do naturally very well, but I feel like you might need help. Maybe a Reiki master, or something like doing meditations and things like that, or aligning and balancing your chakras. Activated earth, power places, ley lines, just where you're led. Yeah, I was talking about honeymoon and traveling here, so I feel like you will meet this person by traveling, and maybe the place you will go to and you will feel called to go to is something that really will help you, because it's an important place for you, whether this life or past lives. It will awaken this, and maybe this is what will awaken and activate this shift in vibration. Lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. Wait. You've been trained for this for a lifetime. So it's more likely that when you've been trained is what it was on the Pleiades, but also that it was maybe in as a starseed, of course, but it was in a place maybe involving water. So maybe Atlantis, maybe Lemuria, or Sirius, Mintaka maybe too. You may be a light worker. This life purpose and life missions of yours seems so big, and you're a starseed and you're empathetic, and these are things that we are very common among light workers, so you are most likely to be a light worker. I mentioned all the places I know related to water, but to me it's more related to Mintaka, maybe Sirius, but I see all the waters of in the Pleiades. I know there are waters there. I think they are in the 5D though. And their mermaids are more like spirit, in spirit and soul form than, I don't think they have bodies, but I don't know everything. Obviously, and those are not the kind of starseed we talk about the most, but I feel like you have something related to the waters of the Pleiades, and you know Mintaka, because clear water like this, most likely to be Mintaka, just like this one and this one here. Seven Star Sisters. This one is always for me mainly talking about meeting soulmates and connecting with soul family members. So I feel like whether you meet them in your life or not, you will connect them on channeling maybe, and you will help each other. So don't hesitate to ask for help. Birthing creations of they will inspire you to create what you need to create, what you need to make with this soulmate of yours for your destiny to unfold. Tapestry of life expression. Yeah, it's supposed to happen. Tapestry of life to me is like you are cutting some cords, but there are some other cords that you need to use to make the future of this tapestry of life, and all the things you've been learning in the past. All the things you've been learning in the past, they will help you get there. So yeah, I don't feel like for most of you will meet those soulmates, except for this person necessarily in the 3D. But you will channel them, and don't hesitate to ask them for help when you channel them, or even in your daily life, or if you need guidance. Don't hesitate to tell them, for example, you ask your question and you say, if my answer is yes, show me an orchid in this week out of nowhere, and if it's no, show me a salamander, like something that you don't see often. So when you see it, you're like, oh, this is my answer. Deep cellular healing. The protection here is naturally related to healing, and I'm not surprised to hear about healing, because waters, especially in Mintaka, are very, very healing. If you're a Mintaka starseed, so a light worker, it's possible that when you were younger, every time you were bruised or hurt, you used to put water where you were hurt because you thought that this would heal you, because in past lives it did. And yeah, I feel this too. And here, this person in the water and the stream of life brought you somewhere else. That's why it's not working this way anymore. But yeah, also with all the cosmic pictures and the colors here, we totally have the idea that you are entering a very important time in your life as a soul too, and those missions are highly important, not just for humanity, but it will resonate on other places. So yeah, you are heading to something big here, not just for this planet and people on this planet, but as a big whole. And I feel like water, whatever you do, I feel like it will resonate and pass through places through water. I feel like there are messages in water, which is something, it's the first time I hear about this, but I channel it very clearly. I feel like the impact to your life, it's like it will be transmitted through water to other, but it's not, the waters are not connected between those planets and plants. So I don't understand how, but yeah, water will transmit your message. I don't know what it means. I guess it will make sense someday, but as a channeler, I often channel things for the future related to water. I don't know what it means, so I'm sorry that I cannot give you more information, but I think it's something you will find out for yourself with time. Arcturus energy. I don't know Arcturus starseeds much, because it's really a kind of starseed I always knew I wasn't from, but I don't remember them. So if you feel called to this word, don't hesitate to search for it to have more information. The only thing I always remember, I don't know if it's something I remember or if it's just something I'm channeling, but every time I hear the word actors, I remember that they are hardworking. I don't know why. Physical and emotional healing. Yeah, so as we said, it's gonna happen naturally through this quest. But you will, by removing some things, you will heal. By doing what you need to do and coming together with this person, you will heal. And in the end, it's telling you that you are not a human being having a soul, but a soul having a human being envelope. You are on Earth, but you are not from Earth. And being Earth will help you, but remember who you are, because your true power lies in you remembering who you are inside. This is not you. This whole place is the inside of your being, and this is your soul. Remember your soul. Live by it. Learning how to be human, to be closer to the world, to communicate, to transmit what you need to. You need to understand and be able to talk to the people. How? By being one of them. That's why you're here like this. So learn how to be human, but remember who you are in the world, but not of it. Yeah, that's what I said. And we have all of these colors again. It's possible that you're crystal child too. To me, rainbows are really like a clear rainbow like this when they are represented. I mean, in my readings like this, rainbow people, starseeds are represented with like plain, normal rainbows. But when it's kind of rays like this, to me, it's not to me, it's really something I noticed in my readings. It's a reference to crystal people, much more than when you see a plain, normal crystal, like, because they shine a light. Crystal people have the tendency to shine a lot, and when you put light through a crystal, it gives those. And we have kind of crystal vibes here, but yet it's this transparency, and we see those colors more. And because we have all of this gold, it's possible that one of you, the two birds, is a golden child, the other one, instead of being a rainbow child, is a crystal child. So it would be someone older, someone more of my age. I'm not much older, I'm still in my 20s, but because I'm a crystal child, I'm a bit older, but most of crystal children are older than me, so yet again, doesn't mean much. And yet to be this kind of important soul, you still have to be not a too young soul, so you already lived. As we said, you are a starseed, you lived in all the places. So yeah, this is all for you. Oh, what I forgot to say is that maybe this light is reflecting on this person makes you shine by reflecting this light on you. So I feel like, yeah, to show you true colors of each other, you need to be together, which is very interesting, because my twin flame, this is a bit of a TMI, but my twin flame is a golden child and I'm a crystal child. And I haven't met this person in 3D already, but we have a very strong communication in the 5D, and since we started to have this communication, it started to awake lots of things in me. I started to channel my path, and all these revelations I told you about mostly come from my twin flames. So yeah, anything can happen when you come together. I realized this in the 5D already, so in the 3D, don't think I'm crazy. This many things can happen in a year. So yeah, this is all for you, pile number 4. I really hope that this helped you and that you can see a bit clearer your 2022 year ahead. If you like this video, don't forget to put a thumb up, subscribe, or even give some time to write a comment. And tell me where you are in this in this amazing future, which point you are in. don't hesitate to come back to me to end the year to tell me if some things unfolded like I said here. So yeah, have a happy end of day or night or whatever time you are in right now, and I hope to see you later. Bye.